Hello Scratchers and new Scratchers of course. So, most of you that are watching this video know Peppa Pig. Well, I know it too. So, there's this game that Peppa plays all the time, Little Mrs. Chicken. And there's not exactly a nap for that, so we can make it in Scratch. So, sorry Scratch Cats, or delete you. So let's choose a sprite. We don't have a chicken in the sprite library, but we do have a chick. Oh, I didn't even know. A hen. Let's just shrink it down a touch. That's better. So let's see in the costumes. So we wouldn't need these ones, but let's duplicate this one and take his legs and move it up a little like this. I hope nobody says that it looks scary. The method is to make it look like it's jumping to lay the egg. Oops, not walking, jumping. So, now let's choose a costume. And this time, let's look for the egg. Just a regular egg. Not that egg or that egg or that egg or that egg or that egg. Why would the egg be cooking itself? So, here's the egg. So first we'll start with this costume. So, when green flag clicked, switch costume to hen A, and then forever, when space key pressed, create clone of myself. So now, you can't exactly see the action because the hen is not moving. But if you want to solve that problem, just duplicate this. Up arrow, change Y by 10. Duplicate it again. Except that this time it's the down arrow. Why is there always news? Okay, so before duplicating it, make sure to put in negative 10. Otherwise the chicken would go up when we press the down arrow key. So let's duplicate both of them. And this time, let's switch it to right arrow. When right arrow key pressed, change X by 10. And that's the same thing for the thing that's under. Change X by negative 10 this time. Oops, not 6. There. So, now as you can see, the hen is moving. And make sure to change that from down arrow to left arrow. Okay, so let's start the project again. And to make it look better, first you need to take set rotation dial to left right. I'll show you if you leave it normally. So point in direction 90. duplicate this and point in direction -90. So remember when I said to put the set rotation style to left right? Yeah, the chicken just flips upside down because it's defaultly set to all around. So let's see now. The chicken looks a lot better. And to make it look even better, let's just go to an XY of 0, 0. Now every time that you stop the game, the hen will stop there. So, now, about the space key. It just creates a clone of yourself, and which is weird. So, let's take when I start as a clone, except that this time switch to costume egg A. So now we can move around, create an egg. So there's two things that we need to fix. So already the chicken is just like, it can basically spam lay eggs, look. Which is weird. Chickens can't lay that many eggs. And that there's no score counter. So I'll just delete my variable and then put a score for all sprites because we're just going to be using one. So at the beginning, set score to 0 and change score by 1. And don't forget to show it. And if you want to make it look cooler, then just do a large readout and then it's done. The basics of the game. Yeah, but then you can just spam it and then get the ultimate limit quickly. I've made a video about clones. And right now, it's even going higher even though I am not laying eggs. So, now that we have the score counter, we need to fix plenty more bugs. So, now we just, oops, I said that we were just going to use one sprite, but this time let's paint another. And let's write win. That's a lot better. So, when green black click, go to XY and XY of 0, 0. Scratch, you have a weird bug. Why do you always set it to 36 and 28? How was that to the Scratch team? There. Now when we open the project, we can't win when our score is at 0. So, let's put hide in the looks category. Hide. And now, but you can still lay infinite eggs and it will not show. So, let's make another if. So we're just going to separate this into something else. I'll tell you why later because we're going to fix another bug. So when I start as a clone, yeah, this time let's take a when green black clicked. There. So now, where if score equals, if score equals 300 because that's the limit, broadcast a new message. Win. So when I receive win, so we need to show it, otherwise when we win it wouldn't have any goal. And then just simply stop everything, because then we can still lay eggs after we won, and you know that there's the 300 clone limit. So then we can lay an infinite amount of eggs. Almost infinite, 300. And then when it hits 300, win! And then you can't do any more clones. So now the other bug that you can do is that you can lay eggs super fast. So you can put a weight right here, and you can put 0.3 seconds. You can play with that number. So now you can't spam eggs anymore. You need to do it manually. And even if you spam, it will take a long time. So now that we've fixed a few bugs, let's update the backdrop. Oh, that annoying mouse sound. Okay, backdrops. Let's search for backdrop. And for Little Mrs. Chicken, we don't need anything, but we just need something that we find in Peppa. Like for example, there are stripes in Little Mrs. Chicken. So let's delete that first. Backdrop. And then you can simply go to the code and take a when green flag click, just to be prepared, because then we're going to put some music. So because this is going to be an egg game, so let's find the egg soundtrack. Oh, it goes perfectly with it. Yeah, that's perfect. So if you don't know what a sound loop is, it's just like a loop of sounds. So make sure to put until done. I'm going to show you why. It's so fast that it can't even detect it. See? You literally need to remove it. There. Then it will play it until it's done, and then it will repeat it. So now that we don't have the infinite egg bug, what can we add? Leave in the comments what you want to add. So I'm afraid that this is the last part. So see you later, and bye.